So far, we've only seen problems in which we were explicitly told what the base was. Sometimes we need to figure out what the base is from context. Suppose we're told that a certain disease has a fatality rate of 12%. If 450 people contract the disease each year, how many will die of it? Again, there is a percent here, and so we want to know what is the base and what is the portion. Are we told the base explicitly here? Well, I see the word of, but it's not in the phrase percent of. So this occurrence of the word of is one of those billions of other occurrences of. It doesn't introduce us to the base. How about this of? Oh, definitely not. Okay. We aren't told the base explicitly. What does this 12% represent? Well, it says it's the fatality rate. What does fatality mean? What does it mean to be fatal? Well, fatality means basically killing people, right? To be fatal means to be deadly. So the fatality rate will be the rate at which the disease kills people. Now, that's not all people, right? This doesn't mean that 12% of all people are going to die of the disease each year. That would be silly. It must be out of the people who get the disease. The base must be the people who get the disease, and then out of those, the portion is people who die of the disease. Okay, that makes sense, right? Out of the people who get the disease, some of them will die of it. Fatality rate refers to what portion will die out of all who get it. Now, maybe we need some background knowledge about what a fatality rate refers to figure that out. In this problem, we also have the clue that we're told about how many people get the disease, right? So that might give us a context clue if we don't have any background knowledge about this fatality rate. In real life, what are we going to do? We're going to go online and we're going to Google, what does a fatality rate refer to, if we don't know, right? Okay, now we're ready to put numbers to these things. How many people do get the disease each year? 450. And how many die of it? Well, that's what we want to know. That's X. So we set up a proportion. 12%, that's 12 out of every 100. We don't know the portion, and the base is 450. Right, now we're ready to solve. Right? Again, it was figuring out these things that was the hard part. All right, we're ready to cross multiply. X times 100 is 450 times 12. Let's do that multiplication. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. Add them up. Add in the trailing 0. X times 100 is 5,400. X is 5,400 divided by 100. That's super easy, right? X is going to be 54. Of the 450 people who get the disease, 54 will die. Let me give you one of these to try. Suppose that 2,850 people take an online quiz designed to guess their astrological sign. And the test correctly guesses the sign for 750 of them. What is the test's accuracy rate given as a percent? Remember, first you need to decide what the base is and what the portion is. Pause the video and try this now. All right, so we're looking for the base and for the portion. All right, so in looking for the base, we might look for that phrase percent of. All right, I see the word of. Oh, no. That's not part of that phrase. It isn't here either. Accuracy rate. Accuracy. What does it mean to be accurate? Well, it means to be correct, right? So its accuracy rate is going to be how often it's correct, which means the base has to be the number of times it tried, and the portion has to be the number of times it was right. All right, so the base is going to be the people who took the quiz, and the portion is going to be the people the quiz guessed right. That makes sense, right? The quiz's goal is to guess your sign. It's accurate if it guesses the right sign. So the base is the people who took the quiz. Do we know how many took the quiz? Well, yeah. 2,850 took the quiz. And the portion is the number that the quiz guessed right. That's 570. What is it we're trying to find out? We're trying to find out the percentage. So now we're ready to set up a percent proportion, now that we know what this question is asking us about. All right, we want to know the percentage. The base is 2,850, and the portion is 570. All right, now we can solve this proportion. We cross multiply. This multiplication at least is easy. 1, 2, 3 zeros. And now we're ready to divide, right? X is going to be this number, 57,000, divided by 2,850. And now we have to do this division, and I promise I cooked these numbers so it'll work out nice. Okay, 2,850 doesn't go into 5, doesn't go into 57, doesn't go into 570, must go into 5,700. And I'm going to mark this place so I don't get lost. So I'm going to guess more than one, not a lot more, maybe 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Bring in the trailing 0. Oh, that makes me really happy, doesn't it? Nothing left. But I'm not done, am I? I need something in this place. That's going to be a 0. What's the test's accuracy rate? 20%.